Hello everyone. So today we will discuss on a new topic, that is hibernation and estivation. So let's start. So hibernation, which also means winter sleep. So hibernation mainly is a state of inactivity or low metabolic process which is performed by the animals during the winter season to survive from cold and scarcity of food and water. So the process of hibernation mainly occurs during the winter season, and which mainly occurs to survival from conditions like cold or scarcity of food or water. So hibernation is also known as winter sleep. Here the animals go dormant during winters by lowering their metabolic activities. So during the time of hibernation, the all the metabolic activities of the animals lowers. It means they undergo a condition where all their metabolic activities or their walks, they mainly lowers their activities. A hibernating animal will enter into a very deep sleep for longer duration. They sleep all of the way through the winter in the warmer place. While is a state of true hibernation, the animal will appear to be dead. There is no movement and it takes a longer time for the animal to wake up. So if we say in case of true hibernation, also the animals they hibernate, the animals which undergo hibernation, it almost appear to be dead because they perform no movement, and their we also studied about that their metabolic activities also lowered. Their they perform no work, like there is no movement in them. Okay, so and it takes a long time for the animal to wake up, so they almost appear to be dead. So this is some basic points, or we can say that the introduction about the process of hibernation or winter sleep. Now see some additional points. When an animal hibernates, its breathing and heart rate slow down and its body temperature goes down for a relatively long period. So when an animal perform hibernation or they undergo hibernation, their breathing or their heart rate, it means their metabolic activity slows down, and their the body temperature also decreased for a long period. And it is not a continuous process, like the hibernation process is not a continuous, like see some animals may wake up from hibernation to eat and drink again, and again then they undergo hibernation. Animals also wake up to clean themselves and then go back to inactivity. Some animals may hibernate anywhere from a few days to several months. So see, the process of hibernation, it's not like continual process. Sometimes the animal may wake up for their day-to-day life activity, for perform that, like cleaning their habitat or themselves, or to eat and drink. So again, so after the performance of all the activities, then they again undergo the process of hibernation. Animals hibernate due to cold, which allows the animal to sleep through the intense cold of winter and scarcity of food resources. So see, during the winter season, when there is a scarcity of food or resources, or due to this cold season, the animals undergo hibernation. Most animals are not capable of hibernating because they lack the amount of fat. Because see, hibernation is a process which requires a lot of energy, means it is energy required process, and those animals who doesn't have that much energy, they cannot able to undergo hibernation. Again, animals that hibernate also put on another type of fat called brown fat. So those animals which undergoes a hibernation, they have an additional fat in their body which is known as brown fat. Now see what is brown fat exactly is. So brown fat, also known as brown adipose tissue, is a special type of fat that is found across the back and shoulders of hibernating animals, close to the animal's organs like brain and liver. So the brown fat is very essential for those animals which undergo hibernation, and the location of those brown fat is mainly the back and shoulders of those animals, and also in the the surroundings of some organs like brain or liver. When an animal wakes from its slumber, brown fat helps to deliver first energy and heat to the waking animal. So see what is the function of that brown fat. Because when the animals wake up, then this brown fat used to give those energy which is required by that animal. Some hibernating animals here included some of the animals, name of some of the animals which perform this activity, that is bats, insects, birds, bears, pygmy possum, frogs, mouse, lemurs, ground, squirrel, lizards, snails and mammals, etc. So there are lots of animals are there which perform this mechanism. Now see, how do they survive? How it means how those hibernating animals do survive. So this sleep proceeds gradually. As the metabolic activity, heartbeat and breathing rates also slows down, the electrical activity in the brain through those stops, but still the animal responds to stimuli such as sound, light and temperature. As we have studied that when they perform this hibernation activity, their metabolic activity, or we can say their heart rate, breathing rate, all slows down. Then how they, they used to survive in that condition? Because they used to survive because they do respond to stimuli such as sound, light and temperature. To combat the problem of food shortage during hibernation, these animals eat a lot of food and store in the form of excess fat. This is supplied in the form of energy while sleeping. So before undergo the sleeping process or hibernation process, they used to eat a lot of food and they store that food in the form of excess fat, and which will later supply energy during the time of winter sleep. Though in some cases the animals awake perhaps every 2 weeks to take fresh air and deep breath, but when the season changes, the original start with the internal body system starts getting active slowly. It takes few hours for animals to get completely active. So this is all about how the hibernating animals mainly survive during that sleeping condition. Now see, so now the main question or the important question is that why do animals hibernate? Okay, so the animals hibernate because in winter time there is not much food to eat and it is very cold. The animals make nice and warm places to sleep and have some food stored away for when they wake up. When the animals wake up, it will be springtime, the weather will be warmer and there will be plenty of food to eat. So see, during the time of winter, there is a scarcity of food, or the environment become very cold. So this is why the animals used to sleep on that season, and they used to mainly wake up in the springtime, when there will be plenty of food to eat and there will be plenty of resources. Animals who hibernate do not eat and do not freeze. All they do is sleep until spring. So there see the examples of hibernating animals. So number one is bats. Okay, so they are the only true flying mammals. They navigate using echolocation. So this we already know that the bats are the true flying mammals. They used they how they navigate, by using echolocation. Bats go into a true hibernation, meaning they are in such a deep sleep that they may appear to be dead. And during hibernation, a bat's heart rate drops from 400 to 25 beats per minute, and its breathing slows so much that it might take a breath for up to an hour. So see how much the heart rate slows down. Bats hibernate in the cavities of large trees, caves, old mine shafts, old wells, etc. The second example is hedgehogs. So this is the diagram of hedgehogs. So hedgehogs hibernate anywhere from a few weeks to 6 months depending on the weather. During hibernation, their heart drops almost 90%. They drop their body temperature to match their surroundings and enter a state of torpor. The third example is ground squirrel. This one is ground squirrel. So most type of ground squirrel hibernate, and some do so for 9 months a year. They are torpor during other times of the year for a few days at a time. So torpor means the light hibernation. The fourth example is very common, that is frog. Some terrestrial frogs will burrow into the earth for the winter, while those less adept at digging will seek shelter in the depths of leaf litter or in the deep nooks and crannies of downed logs or peeling tree bark. Aquatic frogs spend their winter on the bottom of lakes, ponds, or other bodies of water. So these are some of the examples of hibernating animals. Now see their biological significance of hibernation, or the importance of this process. So hibernation functions to conserve energy when sufficient food is not available. It helps in maintaining body temperature. and it also prevents from any internal body damage due to variation in temperatures and helps in conservation of energy of body, survival during the extreme temperatures, scarcity of food and water. Then hibernation is a mechanism used by many mammals to reduce energy expenditure and survive food shortage over the winter. It is how an animal is able to store and utilize this energy. Again, during such nap or during the hibernation process, the use of energy by the animal gets reduced to 70 to 100 times lesser than the usual time or at an active state. So these are some of the biological significance or the importance or the requirements why the hibernation process mainly occurs. Now see the second mechanism, that is estivation, which is also known as summer sleep. Estivation is the type of summer sleep or state of inactivity during the summer season. It is performed by the cold-blooded animal in order to survive during the periods of heat or drought. So estivation is opposite of the hibernation, that was winter sleep, and estivation is summer sleep. So summer sleep is mainly performed by the cold-blooded animals in order to survive during the critical heat period or the drought period. Some animals have ability to remain dormant during unfavorable summer months when there is water scarcity or intense heat. Estivation is a strategy used mainly by desert and tropical animals to get through an extremely hot and dry weather. It is of short duration where animals search for moist, shady and cool place to sleep. So this is some of the importance or the important points regarding estivation. Now see, it occurs because of the hot and dry climate as well as due to lack of food and water. To survive, animals dig into the ground where they remain idle and cool. So during the time of summer, the animals used to dig in the ground into the ground where they can remain cool. In doing so, they decrease their metabolic activity, same as like hibernation, to save energy, conserve water in their bodies, and protect themselves from dying due to intense heat and dryness. So animals that use this technique includes bees, snails, earthworms, salamanders, frogs, frog crabs, lungfish, lemurs, crocodiles, and desert hedgehogs. So see the first example, that is snail. Certain snail species remain dormant during the heat of the day and the dry hours of noon and can go back to their original state often only 10 minutes of estivation. This is very short duration of estivation. Snails undergo very short duration of estivation process during the day period. Then the second example is lungfish. So lungfish can estivate for as 3 years by coating itself with mucus that preserves the moisture inside the cocoon when it is dormant. The third example is hedgehogs. Hedgehogs also go into estivation when the weather is really hot. Estivation is like hibernation except for it takes place during the hot weather instead of cold weather. Now see the biological significance of estivation. So it helps in maintaining the body temperature. It prevents excessive water loss. It also prevents from any internal body damage due to variation in temperature. It protects the animals from hot and dry climate and due to scarcity of food and water. The sole motive of estivation is to prevent water loss or dehydration and to save energy. So the main importance or of estivation, we can see that during this summer to prevent the more water loss from the body or to prevent the process of dehydration or to save the energy, animals undergo hibernation. Now see, some animals show both estivation and hibernation. So snails show hibernation and estivation according to availability of water. Ground squirrel estivate in summer and hibernate in water. So ground squirrel undergo both the process depending upon the season. Mammals like kangaroo rat, pocket mouse estivate when there is a shortage of food, whereas in white-footed mouse estivation occurs when there is shortage of water. In some birds like swift, estivation is due to scarcity of food. So now the most important slide, this one, that is difference between hibernation and estivation. So see, hibernation also known as winter sleep and estivation, which is also known as summer sleep. Hibernation is the process of long duration and the estivation is a short duration process. In hibernation, the animals looks for a warm place to sleep because it occurs during the winter season, and in estivation, animals look for a moist, cool, and shady place to sleep because it occurs in the summer season. In hibernation it prevents any internal body damage due to low temperature. It prevents excessive water loss and internal body damage due to high temperature. Hibernation takes place in animals like bats, mammals, birds, etc. And estivation takes place in animals like snails, earthworms, frogs, etc. And there are many other animals also. Hibernation is performed by the warm and cold-blooded animals, and in case of estivation, it is mainly performed by the cold-blooded animals. Hibernation lasts for the whole duration of winter, and estivation lasts for hot, dry daytime as nights are cooler as compared to the daytime. So thank you for your kind attention.